I'm going to give you the basic starter kit. Like you want to study, you want to start your application to go abroad to do your studies, but you don't know where to start. Today, this video is for you. For those who are new here, welcome to my channel. In this channel, I video about self-growth, studies abroad, and my life experience as immigrant in Europe, specifically in Italy, Netherlands, and now currently I'm in UK. So let's get into the video. I'm going to start with self-sponsored student. If you really want to come to study abroad through sponsoring yourself or paying for your accommodation, your tuition and everything, the first thing that you need to do is organize your bank statement. And what I mean by this is that you need to make sure your account balances is increasing with time. You cannot just wake up one day and you put several millions in the account, because they want to see the university, or most of the time when you apply for visa, they want to see that you can be able to sustain yourself. But when the money just comes in and all of it and is not from a sponsor, they're going to have like fishy, they're going to think that you're doing something fishy, because you just borrowed the money to put into the account to access or to be granted the visa. So the best thing is start planning a year before. Start putting money in that year before, because your bank statement should be at around, let's say 6 months, or 6 months and above, or 9 months. So 9 months before you're coming abroad, you need to have a bank statement that says you can be able to support yourself. And also, if you're employed, you need to have your pay slips and all that. That is for the self-sponsored student. The rest of the requirements I'm giving here are applicable to both scholarship-based opportunities and self-sponsored students. So the first thing that you need to start applying for your opportunity abroad, whether you want to come and self-sponsor yourself or you want scholarship, is passport. You need your passport, because passport is your international ID. Without passport, you cannot get your visa. So if you don't have your passport, please go and apply for that, because I've heard that also currently as we speak, passport processing is taking longer. So you need to start the process of passport application. The second thing you need is filling a form. If you are applying for a specific university, that university usually have like an online form that they link, or a link to a form that you fill. You give your details, your academic background, your career backgrounds and all that. So that's the second thing, but this comes later anyway. The form application comes later, but it's still a basic thing that you need to get opportunities abroad. The third requirement, or the third basic thing that you need, is you need to scan all your documents. Scan all your documents, your certificate. You need to scan your birth certificate. You need to scan your academic certificate. If it's master's, scan all your transcript from your bachelor's degree plus the certificate, any diploma that you have. Scan all your documents and put them in a folder ready to be used anytime there's an opportunity. So put all your scanned document in one folder. So I'm checking outside because I can view. I have a very good view here. Number 4 is statement of purpose, and this, or a motivation letter. You need to have a general written Word document that you can edit to fit the specific program that you are applying. Because one thing that you also need to understand is that you're not going to apply only one opportunity and get it. You're going to apply for hundreds or 10, let's say 10 opportunities, and each opportunity has specific direction. So having a general motivation letter or statement of purpose is going to give you, what do you call it? It's going to give you advantage when there's an opportunity that arises. You're going just to take your general motivation letter and edit it to fit the specific context that you're applying in. If you want me to provide a video showing how to write a motivation letter, just let me know, comment down below, and I'm going to consider providing a video that I write with you each paragraph what you need to indicate in the motivation letter. I have several options I have several examples also from my friends who got scholarship, and they shared with me their motivation letter. Number 5, you need resume or a CV, and this CV should be the most updated one, that you've indicated your education background, you've indicated your career so far where you are, and you've indicated like your interests and all that. So as a most updated CV is important. And before we continue, I would like to remind you, if you've not subscribed, kindly subscribe to my channel. It helps me grow, and liking the videos helps visibility of the same so that more people can see this information. We need recommendation letters. This can be either recommendation letter or referees. So there are 2 ways to go about this. Referees, you need 3. If you're applying for the first time abroad or for masters, you can take one of your former lecturers from your university, undergraduate university, to be your referee, and one person from the job that you're doing if you're employed. One thing that I want you to understand is that referees are very key for you getting an opportunity. And why are they key? When you apply, you provide their details, you provide their email, you provide their contact numbers, and you provide what else? Their position or their affiliation. So don't just put anyone for the referee. You need to look for someone who understands the importance of education abroad, someone especially maybe who has been abroad, who has done their studies abroad, because they understand that. Because if you're going to take someone, let's say if you had a sadist supervisor, is it rather not use your sadist supervisor and look for someone else who you know is going to recommend you, because without the recommendation from your referees, you're not going to get the opportunity. And the university sends direct email or contacts these referees direct without going through you. So the best thing is, first of all, get someone who understands the importance of studies abroad, or someone who has been abroad and they have done their studies abroad. And then also, when you put them in your CV, for instance, or when you're applying, request them or email them and tell them, I'm going to apply for several opportunities in this and this and this and this university. So if you receive any request to recommend me, kindly I'll request you recommend, so that they are aware that you've applied to a certain opportunity and you've used their phone, or you've used their name and their contacts as your referees. That's very key. They can also like write you a letter of recommendation, which is very important, and that one, you know, is direct. Another thing some universities or some applications ask is a cover letter, and a cover letter is just trying to summarize your CV. Motivation letter is just a mix of both motivation letter and your CV, trying to give a summary overview of what this opportunity is going to offer to you and what are you bringing to the table. Okay, so you need a cover letter. When it comes to self-sponsored, I talked about it. You need bank statement indicating that you can be able to fund yourself. But for sponsored or students who are going through scholarship, you don't need this one, because the university or the institution that you're going to, they're going to write a letter, and the offer letter gives details that you're fully sponsored and you don't need any funds to go and study abroad. Yeah, so those are the basic things that you need to apply for studies abroad. Before I conclude this video, I want to give you 5 things that will make you get an opportunity or a scholarship. And the first thing is preparing in advance. And preparation in advance is just having this requirement, having the requirements that I've been able to share here ready. Secondly, make your application stand out. Like, write something that is concrete. You know, consult people who have been abroad, consult your lecturers, consult any person that you feel they have more experience. When you write your motivation letter, don't just send, share with someone, let them read it and see if there's something that you can improve on it. The third thing, write a realistic motivation letter. What I mean by this is that don't just write a motivation letter how you need funds. No, you need a motivation letter indicating how there's a certain maybe research problem that is happening in your country which require you to have more advanced skill, but simply because you don't have the skill, that's why you're applying for this opportunity, so that you can go back to your country and give back through the advanced skills that you're going to receive in this university. And this makes your motivation letter stand out. The fourth thing is apply only for opportunities that you meet all requirements. And I cannot stress enough on this, because if you apply for something that you don't meet all the requirements, even your application doesn't pass through the computer just disqualifies you before even it gets to be viewed by the personnel who are checking on the applications. So just apply for opportunities that you meet all the requirements. And the final thing, make sure you follow all the instructions. Follow through all the instructions in the application, and you're going to increase your chances of getting opportunity or a scholarship. So that's it for this video, and if you enjoyed it, kindly like it and subscribe and share. If there's any question that you have, kindly feel free to write it down on the comment section, and I'm going to respond to you. See you in the next one.